Did you guys realize that there's so many people talking about the food stamp cut that's going on as far as like people not getting their food stamps for the month of November? But what I'm going to say is probably not going to benefit you or change the narrative of what's going on for the month of November. But what I am going to say is that you guys realize that around the first of the month, when the majority of people get their food stamps around the first of the month. Not everybody. Some people get them like on the 3rd, the 15th. It all depends. I don't know if it goes by your last name or what. But majority, if not all of these grocery stores around the U.S., they depend on those billions of dollars worth of food stamps to come in every single month. They prep for it every month at their grocery store. That's why when you go into a store around the first of the month, you see fresh grapes. Everything looks so fresh and pretty because they know that it's going to leave those shelves quick. You guys realize, even if it's just the month of November and people don't get their food stamps, do you know how bad that's going to hurt the grocery stores? All those turkeys that's coming from all those farms that's going to sit there, millions of turkeys. They're going to have to get that stuff away. They can't let it just sit there and spoil. All that meat that sits there, guys, they have to mark that meat down and give it to you and sell it to you for discounted prices. Only people with cash is going to be able to afford that food. You guys realize how bad it's going to hurt the meat producers, the butchers, the farmers, the people who produce the vegetables and everything. So this is way bigger than you guys think. A lot of people was thinking, well, Thanksgiving's going to be bad. It could be bad if people don't get their food stamps because they're dependent on it. But just think about how big of a freaking disaster it's going to be on our economy, man. All it's going to take is just 1 month of people not getting their food stamps, and watch what happens in those grocery stores. Those meat prices is going to drop. Those vegetable prices is going to drop. Those fruit prices is going to drop. They're not going to throw that stuff in the trash can, guys. Not when they can at least make something off of it. But you guys leave me your comments on this topic. I'm just really curious. I think the grocery stores are going to suffer just as much as the people who are not getting their SNAP benefits for the month of November. Thanks for watching.
Let's face it, crime is going to increase, grocery stores are going to go bankrupt, and this is because people can't afford groceries anymore. People are taking out loans just to buy groceries. Absolutely insane, because the cost of inflation, the cost of everything has been going up. Cost of groceries is absolutely crazy. People have decided that they're not going to be eating out at restaurants anymore. What's the next best thing they're doing? They're going to be cooking at home, but they can't do that if the price of groceries is sky high. It's absolutely insane. It's going to cause more crime. People are going to start stealing because they need to in order to survive. It's completely survival mode at this point. Take a look at the rest of these clips.
1 pound of ground beef is now more than the federal minimum wage, guys. How crazy is this? And like, how far are they going to let these grocery prices get before they realize that regular people can just not afford this crap? Like, right now, let's do a comparison. Let's use like a couple big chains at where I live. I'm on the West Coast. So we've got like Albertsons, we've got Vons, we've got Stater Brothers, which I think is kind of like a West Coast thing. All of those are about twice the price of an Aldi, a Walmart, a Winco, a Safeco, or a Heb, or like a Food for Less if you have that. So I will tell you that of all the places that I'm shopping right now, Aldi happens to be my favorite. And no, they don't have everything. And Aldi is like the great value brand at Walmart. That's all they have in the whole store is the Aldi brand. So there's not as much selection, but I like a lot of the stuff that they have there. So I did a price comparison out here. Stater Brothers, which is down the street from me, has amazing butcher department. The meat department is great. So I went and bought my weekly groceries there, $240. Next week, compared it, same level of groceries, $117 at Aldi. So it's completely insane. I think these big chains like Albertsons.
At Costco right now, and I know I showed you guys a video of me at Walmart showing you that it was like $50 for 3 ribeyes. I'm about to show you how much it is here at Costco. You guys kept telling me to come to Costco, so here, I'm at Costco. Let's see. This is insane. $104, $109, $105. 99.89 cents. Oh my gosh, this is insane. The meat prices have skyrocketed. I don't know what's going on. There is an entire meat section here, and all of them are at least over the $20 mark. All of them. All of the meat here is. Everything. 43, 44, 45. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna lie, this honestly is not that bad. For 14 bucks, you can get all of this pork. That's not bad at all. Over here, they have pork loin for $18. You get all of this pork. So I don't think shopping in bulk is gonna be as bad. But if you're going to places like Walmart, Target, you know, places that are close to you, that is not your friend, honey. Not at all. Shop around, find what works. This ground beef is $38. OMG, but it comes with so much. I don't know if this is good or bad. Okay, $33, $34. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? OMG, I freaking love this. Just walked upon my mom's gift card. Our family restaurant, oh my gosh, I love. Look at these. These are so pretty. Thank you, Costco, so much for this partnership. We adore you. Just another proud daughter moment because she did that. Period. Gagged.
Is anybody else sick of these grocery bills? Because I just spent $80 at Trader Joe's. I still have to buy food like to eat for dinner for the week at a regular grocery store. That's gonna cost me over $100. So this is out of control. Prices are ridiculous. I don't even know what I bought at Trader Joe's. Can you guys relate? Because why are prices so expensive?
The price of food in America right now has gotten so out of control. Like, I have the day off from work because the bond market's closed, and I go and buy this little box with 2 chicken breasts and rice. It costs like $23. It weighs a pound, like less than a pound. It was like 0.87, and they're charging me over 20 bucks for it. Like, what the fuck? And I don't know, like, my friends went out on Friday night. I didn't go out because I was busy with some work, but they told me that they went to get Taco Bell and they spent double digits at Taco Bell. Like, I used to go to Taco Bell during COVID, you know, and with my friends back in Texas, and we had like a game. It's like how little money can you spend at Taco Bell? It's like $3, $2.50, $4. You can fill yourself up at Taco Bell for $4. And, you know, I've been cooking for myself over the weekend, you know, because typically at my job, they feed me all 3 meals. So I don't actually ever really buy food or cook. Part of working for a hedge fund is they keep me fed. So I'm not as locked in or tuned in with how expensive food is. So just having this 3-day weekend has woken me up to how expensive food has gotten in this country. But even buying groceries, like I went and bought groceries, buying eggs. I like made myself 6 eggs this morning, and that, like, those were like 10 bucks. I mean, it's not like crazy, but still, like, buying $10 for eggs? What the fuck? It's gone so out of control. So out of control. This is ridiculous. Fast food being expensive is the most ridiculous part of this whole equation, because the whole point of fast food is you're getting shit food, but it's cheap. What's the point of paying for fast food if you have to actually spend double-digit money on it? The whole point is that you're spending like $4 to eat shit food. And if they're giving you shit food for 15 bucks, then there's no fucking point in getting that. But then groceries are expensive too. This is just fucked. This is so fucked.
I'm in Publix right now, but please help me understand, when was a box of cereal $9.29? Literally, for a box of Honey Nut Cheerios. And I don't know if the prices have been this high, because honestly, I don't eat cereal, but lately my kids have been into cereal, so now I'm here purchasing cereal. But y'all, one box of cereal, the giant size, is damn near $10 for one box. And the only reason why I'm about to grab 2 is because it's buy one, get one. It's BOGO. But y'all, these grocery store prices are insane. The smaller boxes of cereal are $5.29, but y'all, this is insane. I still cannot get over $10, well, $9.29 for one box of cereal. That is crazy. That's insane. That is insane.
Since the government has decided that it is going to not only shut down, but stay shut down until gosh knows when, what I'm going to do is show y'all how to cook food from scratch. Okay, I went through this during the Great Recession, in which I didn't know how to cook anything, and I was eating a can of green beans a day because my culinary skills were absolute garbage. Now, I ain't the best chef, but I know how to whip up a meal, and only buy groceries and spend no more than $60 to feed myself and my child. So I'm going to show y'all how to do that. And I'll give you a couple of tips right now. The first thing is that you want to stock your pantry with staples. And when I say staples, I mean like flour, granulated sugar, let's see, what else will go in there? Oil. You want to make sure you buy your dairy products like your eggs, your milk, that kind of thing. Because if you have what you need, also like baking soda, baking powder, when you have that, you can make so many bread and bread products. It's a lot of bread. You don't realize how many bread products you use or consume in a day when it comes to a meal. So that's your first clue. First thing is to get your staples stocked up. The next thing I would say is to start a garden. Now, I have a garden, but it can get really expensive depending on what you want to do in that garden. But you don't need a whole lot. You just need a small little garden bed. And you can grow the vegetables that you know you use, okay, in your meals. Don't just start be growing stuff just to be growing it. Because if you ain't eating it, you're just wasting time and you're wasting money. Let's see. The third thing I would say to start saving money is to cut out processed food. Processed food is expensive. And every time I go shopping, I always get coupons. And I'm like, what am I going to do with the coupons? It don't even make no sense to even use them. Because at the end of the day, they're all for processed food. So you're just wasting my time. I don't need none of that. I just throw it away. But those are the 3 tips that I have so far. I will be back not only with more tips, but I will show you how to make food from scratch. This way, you're not spending a whole bunch of money. And if money is tight because we got a government shutdown and we got other things that's happening as a domino effect because of this, you'll figure out how to not only feed yourself and your family, and keep some money, what little you have in your pocket during the hard times. All right, see you later.